What's up, DP? Your fearless founder, FBI here. Actually, just kind of wanted to fill you guys in on some stuff real quick. Probably about a month ago, I was thinking about the politics in the game. I was thinking about all the males actually dominating the A&R process, and I decided that I wanted to actually A&R for an artist. I kind of just think the label side is really whack because you really don't get a chance to do shit a lot of times, and sometimes the artist ain't really fucking with you. And, even though I work on the business side, I, really connect on the creative side as well. So I just kind of put it out there to a couple people that I knew. And I got a call that, there may be an opportunity to work with an artist by the name of Maya, who I'm sure you all know. I'm sure her King magazine spreads are somewhere in your studio. Um, Anyhow, so I got a call, and recently she came to Atlanta with her manager, and I had an opportunity to basically just spend an afternoon with her. I set up a session with a couple of DP members here in Atlanta and gave them an opportunity to play some tracks. They got a chance to meet her. We did all this on Saturday. It was really fun, actually. Shout out to Wall Street, Right Tracks, and Rio, actually. And and DS Brothers, and shout out to Eddie Valoy, uh, and Candy, who's a songwriter that I've met recently, who I just think is phenomenal. I think she's really dope. She actually has a track on Jay Holiday's album. Her name is Anna. We call her Candy or Anna, whatever. Anyway, so we had a session. We were at two different studios. Maya was really cool. She played her music, and I was just so inspired from hearing what the dynamic producers had played, and just kind of meeting with Maya and vibing with her a little bit. Oh, also shout out to Mayday. He had put together a CD of beats from various DP members. We'll have to find out, which track she was feeling, but he did that, and that got played as well. And so, we just kind of vibed out, and it was really cool. Talked about her project, the direction she wants to go, and different things like that. And so now I'm actually in the process. I decided to put together an album storyboard of, if I was to work with her, what exactly I would envision as her project. Last night we had a great time, met with songwriters. We took all the, well, we listened to maybe about 12 tracks that she had picked out on Saturday, and the writers and I kind of vibed on concepts and different ideas, and they started writing. We got like a hook and a verse for 3 songs, and they're going to knock out one more today. And the plan is to actually, get it all together. I've got a ton of notes for Maya, just different things that I want to convey to her and talk to her about her project, the game, just different things I think that could impact her project and make it really dope. Um, and I'm looking hopefully to present that along with, the snippets, with the ideas on 4 of the tracks, that were picked out, that the writers, actually said, this is the one we're going to write to. So it was really, really fun. And I just kind of wanted to update you guys on, some other shit that was going on that, you may not have known, but it felt really empowering, and it was really good to be able to go directly to the artist. And I was having a conversation with Jim Bond the other day, and he's like, FBI, this is overdue. But I told him it's really not, because I never really sat back and said, oh, I would like to A&R for an artist until recently, maybe like a month ago. I just kind of put it out there, and I thought it would be cool, but kind of only if we connect. It's kind of one of those things where, like, I'm not really trying to do it just to be, like, I'm not starstruck, like, oh, I'm just giving you tracks, so I'm high off that. Like, I definitely want to work with an artist that is um, open, and someone who is down with doing next shit, and someone who I vibe with. So at the end of the day, this whole situation may not turn into anything other than a continuous opportunity where we have an opportunity to submit tracks from DP members, or at best, maybe you know, I have an opportunity to work with her and help mold the project. And even as I was putting together concepts and ideas and talking to the writers, I started thinking about a couple of DP members and thinking, oh, you know what, I know this track from maybe No Name would work, or, you know, maybe Raw Talent or whoever. So, you know, it's a process. You live and you learn. She's definitely early in the process of getting everything back set up. So at any time, anything could happen. So, you know, I can't really be too geeked about it, but it's still exciting. And I'm so glad to have such talented, dynamic producers. You guys are the shit. And I'm so glad to be able to champion you and just let these artists know that, you know what, the industry is on some politics shit. But when you fuck with FBI, you're going to get that next level shit that ain't on the radio. So if you really want next, you don't want the dream. No offense to the dream, but the dream is now. He's very now. He's been here for a minute. And I feel like the only way that these artists are going to get fresh new sounds is to tap fresh new producers and songwriters. And I think that it requires them to do a little bit more than say, give me a hot beat. You know, let's tap into the creative ingenuity of producers, because I know you guys got it. Writers, y'all got it. It's all good. So I'm going to go ahead and peace up out of here. I got like a ton of shit to do today, and I'm already behind schedule, but I wanted to make sure I got this up for you guys. So peace, love, and hair grease.